Welcome to this tutorial on SQL Server PowerShell and database management. PowerShell is a powerful automation framework from Microsoft that allows database administrators to manage SQL Server instances efficiently. In this series, you'll learn how to use PowerShell to connect to SQL Server, execute queries, perform backups and restores, and automate common database tasks. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have the foundational knowledge to start automating your SQL Server management workflows using PowerShell. SQL Server PowerShell is a comprehensive module that provides specialized commands, called Cmdlets, for managing SQL Server. Think of it as a toolbox specifically designed for database administrators. The PowerShell module allows you to perform virtually any SQL Server task through command line instructions instead of clicking through graphical interfaces. This means you can automate routine tasks like backups, restores, and database queries, making your work more efficient and repeatable. The module works with all modern SQL Server versions, including Azure SQL Database and SQL Server on-premises installations. Before you can use SQL Server PowerShell, you need to install the SQL Server module. Open PowerShell with administrator privileges and run the command install -module-name SQL Server. This downloads and installs all the necessary Cmdlets from the PowerShell gallery. To verify the installation was successful, use the command get -module SQL Server -list available. This will display information about the installed module, including its version number. If you have SQL Server Management Studio installed, the module may already be available on your system. Connecting to SQL Server using PowerShell is straightforward. The primary Cmdlet you'll use is Invoke-Sqlcmd. To run a basic query, specify the server instance parameter with your server name and the query parameter with your SQL command. For example, Invoke-Sqlcmd-server instance localhost -query select at version returns the SQL Server version. To connect to a specific database, add the database parameter with the database name. This basic connection pattern forms the foundation for all PowerShell interactions with SQL Server. Let's explore the 4 essential Cmdlets for SQL Server management. First, Invoke-Sqlcmd executes SQL queries and scripts against your databases. Second, get -SQL database retrieves information about database objects from SQL Server instances. Third, backup -SQL database creates database backups with customizable configurations. Fourth, restore -SQL database restores databases from backup files efficiently. These 4 Cmdlets handle the majority of common database management tasks. As you become more familiar with PowerShell, you'll discover additional Cmdlets for specific scenarios like managing permissions, monitoring performance, and configuring server settings. Database backups are critical for data protection and disaster recovery. The backup -SQL database Cmdlet makes creating backups simple. To perform a full database backup, specify 3 parameters: server instance for your server name, database for the database to backup, and backup file for the destination path. For example, backup -SQL database -server instance localhost -database my database -backup file c:\backups /mydb.back. You can also backup to network shares by providing a UNC path like //server /backups /prod.back. This allows centralized backup storage across your network. Restoring databases from backup files is just as important as creating them. The restore -SQL database Cmdlet handles database restoration. For a basic restore operation, specify the server instance, database name, and backup file path containing your backup. The command restore -SQL database -server instance localhost -database my database -backup file c:\backups /mydb.back restores the database. If you need to overwrite an existing database, add the replace database switch parameter. This is useful when refreshing a development database with production data or recovering from data corruption. retrieving database information is a common administrative task. The get-SQL database Cmdlet returns detailed information about databases on your SQL Server instance. To list all databases on a server, use get-SQL database -server instance localhost. This returns objects containing properties like database name, size, recovery model, and creation date. To get details about a specific database, add the name parameter. Get-SQL database -server instance server 01-name my database. You can then use this information in scripts to make decisions, generate reports, or monitor database growth over time. Following best practices ensures your PowerShell scripts are secure and reliable. First, use credentials securely by leveraging get-credential instead of hard-coding passwords in your scripts. Second, implement error handling with try-catch blocks to gracefully handle exceptions and log errors for troubleshooting. Third, always test scripts in development environments before running them in production to avoid unintended consequences. Fourth, maintain detailed logs of all automated operations for auditing and troubleshooting purposes. These practices help you build robust automation solutions that are maintainable and secure for enterprise environments. Congratulations on completing this introduction to SQL Server PowerShell. You've learned how to install the SQL Server module, connect to SQL Server instances, execute queries, perform backup and restore operations, and follow automation best practices. These foundational skills enable you to automate repetitive database tasks, reduce human error, and increase efficiency. As your next steps, start building your own PowerShell automation scripts for your specific environment. Experiment with combining Cmdlets, explore additional Cmdlets in the SQL Server module, and integrate PowerShell into your daily database administration workflows. Happy automating!
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.